Program complete. Enter when ready.
Welcome back to almost a Retrek review. This week, instead of covering a full episode of Star Trek chronologically, we're going to do a look back on what we have reviewed in the past. And that specifically is Star Trek The Next Generation's Season 2. We watched all 21 episodes of that season. And so what we're going to do today is we're going to do the award ceremony, which we do in every single episode of our review of every episode of Star Trek, but we're going to do it for the entire season. So we're going to have a look back at little reminders for Caleb. Those will be edited out, but if you want to see what Caleb awarded in those specific seasons, make sure you go back and watch it. Otherwise, just stay tuned. You'll get his awarding of this season. But before we get right into that, we're first going to just talk about the episode 22 of Star Trek The Next Generation, season 2. Technically, the season 2 finale. We did watch it separately, but we're not going to do a full review of it because there's not really a lot to talk about. So before we get into that, into the award ceremony, we'll ask Caleb, what did Caleb think of the episode?
So here's the thing.
Okay.
I didn't want. No, I'm just kidding. I had heard that it was bad for so long that I think I honestly thought it was better than I was expecting.
Yeah.
I totally get why it's bad. I just try to remember too, like at the time period, like season finales weren't really supposed to be a big deal. And like it's just one of those things, like you said, like, is it lazy? Yeah, it's a little lazy. They had a good story in there. Like the episode had a good
Yes.
story. If they just would have showed less coma stuff,
Yeah, right.
I would have been like, this is pretty good. Like this is a good episode, you know?
Yeah, it's a thing where if they had pulled away from the clips and just either had a secondary story going on or something else going on, like the away team had to be on the planet and like find the cure,
Yeah.
and they were like also trying not to get hurt, and they were having to do like crazy jungle stuff, it would have been fine because that
Yeah, it
was
would
the
have been
same thing
good.
I went through. I forgot that that's how he got sick, was getting punctured in the leg by something on the planet.
Yeah.
I had forgotten it. And the first like 15 minutes of the episode are not like that terrible. Like they're kind of fine.
I don't know. Some of the stuff I didn't mind seeing again. The him meeting Data is obviously time filler
Yeah.
because they have him meet Data again, and it's like the whole thing, like the
It's the whole
whole
thing.
yeah. So it's like I get what they were going for. I kind of appreciate how they did it on like a $0 budget for the finale.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just one of those things like it could have been good, you know.
Oh, 100%.
I also feel like it's a nice kind of send off to have like the last episode be a Pulaski centric episode. Like
Mm,
it's her kind of like, figuring this out. So that was nice. I appreciated that, because I
yeah.
hear Beverly's back next season. So that's good. That's what was funny in all the flashbacks. They kept showing like all this Beverly stuff. And I was like,
Beverly
who's
material.
that? They
Yeah.
should have went in and like,
Oh,
superimpose Pulaski over all the Beverly stuff.
that's funny.
I can't hate this episode too bad, Will, because you know why? I got to see Yar die again.
Oh, you certainly did. You certainly did get to watch the guy. Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
So it says that the episode was written to save time and money as a result of the budget overruns earlier in the season. It was shot
Yeah.
in only 3 days,
Ooh.
while most take at least a week. And the director, Rob Bowman, commented, "It was Paramount saying we gave you more money for elementary Dear Data and Q Who. Now do us a favor and give us a 3 day show. So that's what you do. It's an accepted part of the medium."
Well,
And then production assistant Eric Stillwell was given the task of searching through tapes to come up with scenes representing Riker's memories. He recalled, I spent 80 hours that week scanning through the episodes, finding clips so the producers could pick which ones to plug in.
Seems like it wouldn't have been that hard, really. Every episode, like something bad happens to Riker. So
As originally scripted, the entire forest was supposed to come to life and attack Geordi and Data when they attempt to extract a
yep.
thorn from one of the vines.
What
But
part of no money did they
yeah,
not
but it was cut.
understand? uh,
Yeah, so overall, it's 45% okay, 55% bad kind of episode.
yeah.
Yeah, we could have had like a review of it and talked about it, but to me it's just like we're going to talk about the first like two acts of the thing and then what comment on what clips they used and then that's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't know. It just doesn't it really doesn't have a lot of substance to it once you get past them using the
No. No, because I feel like we've already talked
yeah.
enough about it now. It's a bad season finale. There's a couple things in it that are, good.
Yeah, I mean, Jonathan Frakes tries to act his heart out, and him getting hurt with something on a planet and it's like overtaking his body is an interesting concept. And
Yeah. No, I like his resolve to like still be like
yes,
funny and, like it just shows how great of a character he is.
yep.
Like, that stuff's all great.
But you can totally, I was fine with it, like just like you're saying, like all that stuff until they show the first clip was relatively fine.
Yeah.
But then when they would show a clip and it would come back, and then they would have Pulaski and Deanna like
Uh-huh.
talk for like 15
It's not
seconds.
working.
Yeah. And then go
Maybe
into
we
another
should
clip.
show him. Well, I wonder how these parasites respond to sexual stimulants.
And then there were also just things in there I was just like, I can't, I can't, like,
Mm-hmm.
why would you show this? Like, it was stuff where it was like the Justice episode where they're showing all the like half naked men and women,
That's pretty
and
good,
then
yeah.
they cut, and it's like now they're showing the minuet stuff, and then they're showing him kissing the lady, whatever, Big Towel or whatever her name was on
Yeah.
Angel One, and then the lady Brianna in his room, and I was just like, this is not the stuff to show. Like, don't show this stuff.
Hmm.
Well, I'm glad you didn't feel like, having screws drilled into your head. And
No,
yeah.
no, it didn't feel like that. That was a good scene, actually. They kind
Hmm.
of sold that effect like they actually were putting those needles in his brain.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the worst scientific missions to retrieve anything I've ever seen. When Geordi and Data went down to the planet to get like the parasite,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
they were like, "Well, I don't have anything on sensors." And I was like, "Yeah, but this tree's moving." It's like, "Oh." You're like, "Okay." And then they like cut it out with the phaser.
Yeah.
And then Geordi just like grabs it with his hand and holds it. And he's like, "All right, two to beam up."
Yeah.
It's like, what? Riker's like dying from this thing. And they're like, I got it. All set.
Yeah.
Also, the beginning, like that was really bad. Like that was really stupid. Like you couldn't just have Jordy bring like a glass tube. I mean, that's really all,
Right.
just
Right.
he
Or
shouldn't
have,
be holding it. And then he
or
gets on and
have
he's like,
Data
and then he
pick it
puts
up,
it like
right?
right in Picard's face, and he's like, I got it. Look at it. No idea what this thing is, but Riker's dying from it. It's like, okay, great. That's
Yeah.
really great. And then the beginning when he gets
Oh,
stabbed
oh yes.
and they're like, whoa, you can't go back on board. We don't know what this is. I gotta call Pulaski. Like, all right. Pulaski comes down and she just scans it. I don't know. I don't know what this is. We better get back to the ship to look at it. I was like, okay.
Yeah. It was like I
That's
can't
a
I
that's a
can't get
waste of time, huh?
yeah, yes. It was like, oh, I can't get the microbes out of his body. Okay.
Yeah, I can't filter them out through the transporter because they're real bad.
Like, okay, well, might be dangerous to bring him up. And then it's like, bring him up.
Well, I scanned him. It's still dangerous, but I mean, what are we gonna do? We got to bring him on. We got to bring him on board. Why don't you just transport him into quarantine? You know,
Yeah.
haven't we done that before?
Or,
Yeah, I saw
do
that.
more than
I
just
s
scan him, maybe start treating him like on the planet.
Nah, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't do that. That's stupid.
Yep.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah.
Turns out, anger is what defeats everything always. So I knew it did.
As always, you guys can let us know what you thought of it if you watched it. Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you want more of it? Or did you find that this episode was too many shades of gray? Let us know
Earl
down
Grey.
below. Earl Grey. But the episode is not over with. So now what we're going to do is do the thing that everyone's been waiting for.
Caleb, 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 Caleb.
So we'll start off with some interesting facts about our season. So on average, our podcast episodes were an hour and 18 minutes. Obviously,
Well,
obviously edited. Our longest podcast review was Pen Pals, coming in at an hour and 53 minutes.
that's that's crazy.
Yeah. And our shortest review was Where Silence Has Least with Nagilum.
Hmm.
And that episode came in at 56 minutes and 40 seconds.
That makes sense.
Now we move on to the rated episodes.
Ooh.
So we had a 4-way tie for the highest rated episodes of the season. Coming in at 3 Akutas, you rated A Matter of Honor, The Measure of a Man, The Icarus Factor, and Q Who.
Mm.
4-way tie. Those were our highest rated episodes.
Well,
And then our lowest rated episode, coming in at 2 Kaplans, was Manhunt.
yes.
Yes.
Yes. I concur.
And so, putting all of those together for every single episode of the season, on average, you would have rated season 2 1.5 Akutas.
That sounds good. That sounds right.
So, you liked it, and you were about 50% of the way into really liking it, but you didn't
Yeah.
quite get there.
Real close.
Okay, so those were our facts for the season. So now let's start here with the first award. Who does get the Erica Ortegas Award for being the most unlikable character of season 2?
I gotta say, of all characters, I really don't like Luxana Troy.
Fair enough.
She shows up more than any, like it'd be unfair to give it to like, so like I didn't like Deanna's alien baby.
Yeah, Ian, yeah.
But, what's he there for? An episode?
Right, right.
So like, whatever. But like Luxana, she shows up 2, 3 times this season.
Well, she was only in once, but she showed up once in season 1.
Was it season 1? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the one that she's in is real bad. It's real bad.
like,
And it makes me sad because I like her.
yeah. No, I know. Very good.
Mrs.
Loxana.
Roddenberry.
Yeah, Loxana Troy takes the award.
Yeah. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
Well, next is our most forgettable. Who does get the Elizabeth Cutler Award for being the most forgettable character of season 2.
So here's what I'm gonna do. I am gonna give it to Moriarty because the
Oh,
simple
wow.
fact that I really enjoy his character and the whole
Yep.
thing, the whole episode was good. And then just never gonna see him again. Like you said, even on the episode where like they show like the holodeck and like what's saved in the computer system, he's not even mentioned. And like they couldn't even put his name on there, like holodeck
Yeah.
Moriarty program.
Right.
So it's just one of those things where Picard's like, "Oh yes, we won't delete you."
We
Mm-mm. And
won't.
then they walk down. He's like, "Delete him immediately. Delete him." And that bums me out.
Yeah, I can totally understand.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's a great character, and
yeah, he was good.
yeah,
Yeah, he was a great actor,
absolutely.
and I hope to see him again. But like, they didn't do anything with him in season two, so
Yeah.
I don't have too high hopes.
Yeah, definitely something when you look back on the season that he does seem to have been forgotten pretty heavily. So
Yeah, that's how I feel.
I can agree with that.
It's usually that award for me is just it's anybody who wasn't in the episode or like didn't do anything to help in the
Right, right,
episode.
right.
So, like as a whole, like I can't pick one of them. It has to be something that just like didn't
Yes.
go anywhere. And for me, it's Moriarty.
Yeah, absolutely. That makes total sense. Next is the Best Alien Award. Who does get the Mugatu Award for being the best alien of season 2?
So my gut wants to say Worf,
Yeah,
but
yes.
my heart says it's Dr. Solar.
Wow, okay, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because here's the deal. I'm sick of not seeing Vulcans in this show.
I
I
can
don't I
totally
don't uh don't appreciate it. So it was like it finally had like a good Vulcan character that was
Yeah,
like the star of the show, pretty much, the
yeah,
star of the episode.
I know.
And then like, next time you see her, she's a Klingon.
Right. And I
So
100% agree that I forgot who said it in the trivia bit, but they were originally going to write that it was Worf and Solar were having the relationship. And to me,
yeah,
that would have
that would have
been
been awesome.
way more interesting. I mean, having a talking Vulcan part in
Yeah.
Next Gen is kind of a big deal, and it shouldn't be, but
How
it is.
how funny is it that in a show that's based on TOS that came after TOS
Yeah,
that I'm saying that the best alien was like the one episode that we got to see like a Vulcan do something.
totally. No, I don't disagree with you in any way. Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
don't know. It just kind of annoys me, honestly.
yeah,
The whole thing, it's like I always tell you, like the crew on the bridge, they're like the Avengers, and it's like so they don't need any, you know, it's like everybody's has amazing abilities. So then in TOS, it's like, well, Spock is really smart, but like he's
yeah,
not
yeah,
like
yeah.
overly smart. I mean, he's smart and strong, but Bones is very good with like
Yes,
medicine, and it's
right.
like so Spock will help him occasionally,
Yes.
but it's not like he's not like he's Superman on the bridge. Like he's not, oh well. I just miss Vulcans, that's all.
I hear you. I think that's a great choice. And the thing that kind of sucks too is Susie Plaxon, who plays her, is way better. She does such a better job in that episode playing Solar
I
than
think
playing
so. Yeah.
AR. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay, well, next is the MVP award. So, who does get the Trip Tucker Award for being the MVP of season 2?
It's a toss up between Riker and Data for me.
Nice, okay.
I really enjoy Riker as the second in command.
Yeah.
He does a lot for the ship, but also Data is always like doing great stuff and helping the ship.
Yeah, yeah.
But Riker didn't disobey the Prime Directive either this season.
That's true. He didn't. No.
So I'm gonna have to give it to Riker this season.
Yeah, yes. I think that's a great choice. I think Data is an actual like hard contender for it because he gets them out of pickles pretty consistently.
All the time, yeah.
But I don't you agree that both peak performance and the measure of a man, like Riker
Yeah.
shines to such a level that
Yeah.
it kind of makes I think it's because he's like a human and he's just a guy. He's not a robot who's obviously going to pick the higher road. I
Hmm.
think I think Riker being forced to do something that he doesn't want to do and then giving it his all so that
Yeah. That's great.
yeah, it's just it's good writing. It's he Jonathan Frakes is a
Yeah.
great actor and yeah, I agree with you. I
Yeah, for those two simple episodes of him
yeah,
having to, argue against his friend and crew
right,
member,
right.
and then be on a ship that's just a failed mission from the jump,
Right, right.
you know, and
Yeah,
he gives it his all. And he's
yeah.
even the last episode,
Yeah, I was just exactly. I was just gonna say that.
he's
Yep.
he's on his deathbed and he's to the same person. He wants to,
Yep.
you know, keep everybody on their toe, like rally the troops. He's not
His
all.
his whole bit literally talking about how his great grandfather got bit by a rattlesnake and then
Oh
after
yeah,
days of intense pain the snake died and the guy chuckles. She comes over and she's like, "Well, you're making good. You're humorous or whatever." And he's like, "Well, I have to be. I'm the second in command." And then she's like, "Yeah, but you're
yeah.
dying." And he's like, "Yeah, but even more so then."
It's even more important now. Yeah, I know.
And it's just like it's good. It's
Well, plus she knows, like on the inside, he's like,
yeah, he's not really doing
he's
well, but yeah,
scared and sad and everything. Yeah,
yeah. No, that's a great
yeah.
choice. I'm
Even
really
the end of that episode where Picard comes in, they're like, "Oh man, you might have some memory losses. How are you feeling?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, I know who I am. I'm
oh
Jean-Luc Picard, captain of the Enterprise."
yeah.
Pretty good.
Well, next is the best line
Wow,
award. What
wow.
What gets the Spock award for the best line of season 2?
Let's do a Worf quote.
Yeah, all
It's
right.
either him sweeping the thing off, saying "I was just finished," or it's him saying "delicious" to the eggs. I mean,
Okay.
it's a classic scene.
What's the one you feel like you're just gonna hold on to?
Delicious.
Okay.
Feel like that's the one.
Delicious.
Delicious.
I just like a shot of like an ad, and it's like from Dunkin' Donuts, a new green donut, right? And then it's just like
Yeah.
his head pops up, and he's like, "Delicious."
Delicious. Ah. It's just that scene is so great because it's like, the joke is, well, he's a Klingon and they eat like horrible food.
Right, right, yes,
But they don't have to explain it to make it funny, It's like you
yes,
you get it. It's like the one time that the writing is good,
yeah. They
where it's
definitely
like,
don't oversell the bit, right? You're totally
yeah.
right. Yeah,
So like everybody hates the eggs that Riker made, like they're they're,
yeah,
they're horrible. And
yeah,
then they cut over to they cut over, they go to Worf and he's just like, "These are delicious." Oh, that's funny.
yeah. I
I
think
see
what
what you
also
did.
sells that scene too is when you first are watching Worf eat, he's like barely eating it. He's like taking the tiniest part with his teeth. He's like,
Yeah, he's
he's
picking at it to see like what everybody else thinks of it first.
yeah. And then when it comes back, he's like cleaning his plate.
Yeah. It's just funny too because like, normally the reaction is like, well, I should see if other people at the table enjoy it before I try it. And they're all like throwing up and spitting it out, and
You're right.
that's when Worf's like, I should probably give this a try.
Oh, if it's
Oh, this is
putrid, I gotta have some
delicious.
of that.
If these weak humans think it's disgusting, I will love it.
And boy, was I right.
Yeah,
Excellent. I love it. I love it
pretty
so
good.
much.
Pretty
It's
good.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, next is the best action sequence. So, what gets the Shran Award for the best action sequence of season 2?
I'm gonna have to say that it's the Borg stuff.
Oh, wow. Like, now, is it specifically what you previously awarded or something different?
I like when the Borg slices the Enterprise,
And it
but
pulls that, like, core piece out of the hull.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty good. But I don't know. I think as a whole,
Yeah.
I like all the Borg stuff. I like them going on the ship, all that stuff. I thought was good. Them coming over and like taking stuff and killing that dude and then beaming out. Like as far like the whole episode for once was like pretty action heavy.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Could
So
you give one of them high, like higher than any of the others, or it's kind of like broadly painted?
let's do the slice, yeah.
Okay. All right. Next is a sweet ship stuff award. So, what does get the
Ooh.
NX-01 award for being some sweet ship stuff of season two?
Because you know how much I dislike the bridge,
Okay. Yeah.
I am going to give it to the bridge of the Hathaway ship.
Wow. Okay. Wow. I thought for certain it was going to be your background, but yeah. Okay.
I do really enjoy that, yeah. But I've always enjoyed the consistency of that throughout other
Yeah.
franchises. Like I just appreciate how I think that was the thing I picked up on like with Archer first.
Yeah.
The Archer had that wall of ships.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. But I like seeing the old
Like
bridge.
seeing the Hathaway Bridge. Wow. That's
Yeah,
good.
I did. It gave me that feeling of when Archer goes on to the Columbia in the Mirror Universe, and it was like, oh, that's so cool to see
Oh, the Defiant.
the Defiant. Yeah, it was so cool to see like that crew on that old style
Yeah.
gumdrop button ship, like I really enjoyed it. So
Yeah,
this
I
gave
mean,
me the same feeling.
I can totally understand that. Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Well, cool. All right, now we're gonna get into probably the two hardest awards.
Ooh.
So first is the Big Cheese Award. So, what does get the Porthos Award for being the cheesiest thing of season two?
Just out of curiosity, what would you say?
Are you sure it's not gonna sway you?
No.
To me, it will be the Jerry Lewis bit.
Yeah, it's kind of where I was going, honestly.
Yeah,
It just feels so out of place
yeah,
and just so like a non-funny comedian making fun of like a legendary comedian.
yeah.
It just felt so like what are we doing? What is this?
And to me, it was
It's
like so upsetting for you and I that in two episodes later he refers to that
yeah,
episode.
we're
We're
like,
just like, don't refer to that episode.
yeah, don't talk about that ever again. You didn't sway me. I was leaning that way
Okay.
because normally I hate to agree with you,
Of course.
but I gotta say, not a fan.
It's pretty terrible.
Not a fan. And I think the thing that made me more mad about him referencing that was like, I think he was
Yes.
equating it to like death, right?
Yes. Yes.
And it was like, hey, moron, what about your friend Tasha? Like, she's dead.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you equate that to what he's talking about? And they're like, yeah, yeah, I've never really been good at comedy. It's like, oh my
He's like, yeah, I'm familiar with dying on stage.
God.
He doesn't really say that, but yeah.
No, but
But
that's what they were implying. It's just not good. Yeah. I once did this Jerry Lewis bit. I
oh
didn't go
boy.
over too well. It was kind of like turning my off switch off.
Yeah. There are certain episodes now that we've like done a full sit down and like rewatch. There
Yeah.
haven't been many, but there have been a couple episodes that like unless I'm showing another person Star Trek and like we're gonna do something like this again, which I don't see
Yeah.
why that would happen,
Skip it.
I would probably never watch The Outrageous Icona again.
No, it's pretty rough.
Like like I could sit through Manhunt again and some other episodes. I could sit through it,
Yeah.
but almost nothing from the Outrageous Hakona is like redeemable.
No, you know what's funny too is Andrew didn't want to join us for that one.
He didn't know.
He knew. He knew
Oh
what
yeah,
was going
he
on.
certainly knew.
I don't blame him.
I don't either. Well, lastly is the Best Scene Award. So, what does get the Star Trek Enterprise Award for being the best scene of season two?
You know, for me, the scene that stands out above all other scenes this season is the discussion of the Prime Directive.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah.
I keep going back to that scene and just like how good it's written, like how good Picard is in that scene. Like his whole speech is like great,
Yeah.
and the Prime Directive is fascinating to me because just like they do in this episode, it's just really good. It's like, all right, so you're gonna save these people if they're dying from a disease? You're like, well, yeah. I'm like, all right. What if like they're at war? You gonna get involved in their war? It's like, well, no. Like, yeah, so what gives you the right to get involved any time?
Right.
You
Like
know, it's
what?
like, well, I guess you're right. Yeah, we don't really.
It's like, yeah, but then should you just let people die?
Yeah.
If you can do something about it, like, should you just let them die?
Oh, yes. So the room goes silent on that point. Interesting,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just really good. I really enjoyed it. So,
Yeah. This is why I like doing this, is so that people like from my office and myself, and probably like Captain Olimar and Ed Mark Starr, it's like that's kind of where we would probably deal with is like those two or three episodes that we really like, and it would just be like, oh, it's this thing, oh, it's this thing. But what makes it interesting is that you have like this fresher take on everything, you know?
yeah,
It's like my easy answer for best alien would have been the Borg, hands down. That's what I would have said. But because of your love for TOS and like kind of the disparity of not having a Vulcan on the Enterprise or shown really at all in
mm,
Next Gen, it makes her stand out. She's like a shining beacon for.
yeah.
So yeah, I just
I think,
I'm grateful for it. I enjoy this kind of
well,
stuff.
that's cool. I think if your questions were a little different too,
Yeah.
think I'd have different perspective. Like the most important thing that happened this season is the Borg.
Yes. Yes.
Like the most crucial like story pushing the story forward is
Yes.
obviously the Borg stuff.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I know what you mean. That was the award ceremony for Caleb. Looking back on season two, we hope you enjoyed it. We know it's a little different than our norm, but we think it's fun to one, have the ceremony, and then two, look back. It's a nice little refresher. We kind of peel back the layer a little bit, and then the crazy things will happen. And I know it'll be years from now, but then we'll do like a look back of the entire series, and that's where it gets really fun.
Yeah, I can't wait for that day.
So. So we have that to look forward to. Stick around next week where we are taking a break, so there will be no retrek review or healing frequencies open. There will be a new Trek Who Dis, as that continues to be as new Strange New Worlds episodes come out, so you'll at least have that to look forward to if you're following us along with that.
It's going to be really good.
But after that week of break, we're going to come back and we're going to start season 3 with the episode entitled Evolution,
The child.
The Child Part 2.
Oh God. I would be out. Sorry.
So, if you liked this video, make sure to like it down below. If you disliked it, make sure you dislike it. Share it with all your friends and family and Trek enthusiasts. Subscribe so you don't miss videos like this, and ring that bell so you can watch it as soon as it comes out. And when this is over and you don't want to catch up on season 2, maybe watch some of the episodes we talked about, you can always go over to Caleb's channel and watch more content over there. He's a fun prop channel. There's cool stuff over there. There's Dragon Ball Z content, so you can always check that out. And until we start season 3. Thanks for watching. And Caleb, you can send us out.
A computer, delete my memory of all non-essential episodes of season 2. That's got to be the Jerry Lee Lewis bit.
Yeah, I don't even want to find the picture and put that up next to the thing.
Yeah.
Don't
And
want
if
to
this
even
guy
do
is
it.
so brilliant,
Yeah, right.
what was his
Then
plan?
just use me.
He was just going to upload himself to the computer in his office. Like he never thought this whole time about like, hey, I should build like a kind of felt like
Remember my friend
like an
built
empty
this?
shell that she's like, wow, this would actually be, this might be funny if we weren't like on the verge of blowing up.
Yeah.
He's
Totally.
like, shields up, shield down. Oh, shields are up again. Shields are down. Like, okay, we don't need a constant run of what's happening with the shields. Like, Captain Picard and Riker and anybody on the ship isn't gonna marry your mom, right? You understand that?
Right.
So, what are we
See
doing?
you guys.